Hey everybody, Will A.K. LaSalle here, and welcome to episode 36 of the JLS Gaming Show. Let's get right into it. We'll make this one a real quick one, right? Everybody's trying to get their last minute holiday shopping in, right? So let's do it. Let's get right into it, right? Not much on the YouTube front, right? In terms of any videos and everything like that. Still got a giveaway. We're at about 5,600, give or take 5,500 subs right now. Again, like and subscribe, share the channel. We got great content coming out. PS5, Xbox Series X, you know what I'm saying, and even retro gaming content and stuff like that, right? So really stay tuned to the channel and stuff like that, right? Um, 1 second, guys, here. Let's get right into all as well. First, I wanted to get into, I posted a picture earlier today, the controversy around in Cyberpunk 2077, right? This thing, great game. I'm enjoying playing it when I can play it. It's crashed on me today alone. I played it for about 3-4 hours, and it's crashed on me alone today 6 times. I'm playing it on the PS5. It's the PS4 version. It's installed on the PS5. It takes forever to load at times, even though the PS5. So it's not optimized, and I get it that it's not the optimized version. And there's a lot of people. I mean, there's talks about Sony is giving people refunds that have purchased the digital edition for either PS4 or PS5, right? Meaning you purchase the PS4 one that has upgrade eligibility whenever they come with the PS5 one. And then again, on a Metacritic, it got a 90 score for the PC version. And a lot of people are out there talking about the PC version. Great. There's some side-by-side comparisons, right? PS4, PS5, it's got better frame rate, but then graphics are looking better. Um, it's a nightmare, and a lot of it has to deal with also being compatible with last gen hardware, but not just the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One X, right? Trying to make it compatible with the systems that came out in 2013, right? So 7-year-old legacy system, and the people that are running this thing optimized on PC have $1,000 video cards alone, right? So it really sucks, right? Because this is a highly anticipated, long anticipated game, and our recommendation is probably really to wait until they work out these kinks, because it really detracts from the experience, right? I have very limited time, on the weekends, evenings, right, to play some games, get some gaming in. And again, the story I think is fascinating, you know what I'm saying, the gameplay, but this constant issue with freezing, with glitches, with tearing, with stuff like that. I mean, there's even, look it up. I'm not going to share it on here. There's even stuff that has to deal with the nudity and everything like that, right? With basically genitals clipping, I'm trying to say, the people's clothes, right? So really crazy stuff. They've already released, I think, a day one patch and then a patch after that that addressed, epilepsy issues, right, and other kind of issues. But these things are still rampant in performance. With that said, jumping right in, that's led a lot of people with Halo Infinite, right? Which was supposed to be a launch title as well, and it's been delayed. And now they're talking about it's officially launching in fall of 2021. That sucks, right? That really sucks, especially as an exclusive for Xbox, from Microsoft. So now there's a lot of calls to not support Xbox One or Xbox One X, so it doesn't duplicate any of these issues that Cyberpunk is having, right? So you can have the most optimized experience out there. And I don't blame people for feeling that way. Maybe they'll abandon it, but knowing Microsoft, I doubt it. But they'll probably take these lessons from the Cyberpunk team to heart, right? And with their release. So that's what we're talking about with respects to also state of play. PlayStation. There's the rumors that the event is going to be happening sometime in early January. That's good. Between we had the video game awards this past week, and if you watched it, right, there was a lot of premieres and announcements and previews. Evil Dead, right? Evil Dead game, like that's pretty cool. I love the Evil Dead franchise and Ash. You know what I'm trying to say? So definitely, right? So there's going to be a PlayStation event in January. That's the rumors. Again, like I said, I'm going to keep it real short this week, and everything like that. Last bit of news talking about some Nintendo Switch, right? This one is I'm gonna have a two parts with this with discussion on the Nintendo Switch news. So they're saying that the Nintendo Switch was the top selling console in November with more than 1.3 million units sold between the Switch Lite and the regular Switch. And I'm just not understanding this number with the launch of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X/S, right? Because if you're declaring that and you're counting Black Friday numbers and those two consoles launched, right, and they're so scarce as it is, and earlier numbers that we've gone through that says they were going to have about 5 million at launch, and there's this secondary market created by scalpers. I'm not understanding how 1.3 million Nintendo Switch sold would allow it to be the in the US the record breaking for 24 consecutive months the best selling console. So I'm not understanding this. We'll keep track of this, right? As an investor, as a stockholder in Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, you know what I'm saying? I'm real interested, and I'm going to take this with a grain of salt. I know that the Switch sold a lot of units, right? I know with their Black Friday sale, and a lot of people are asking us, 3 years after the fact, how can they get a Switch, right? Or a Switch Lite with games, and stuff like that. And I do catch myself playing a lot of the games and my kids on Nintendo Switch versus anything on the new gen, et cetera, et cetera. But even though there's a lot of great games for both PS5 and Xbox Series X that we're just going to be gaming through the end of the year, spending a lot of time, I'm just not sold on this number, right? Because it just doesn't add up, right? And if so, if that is, then you can understand why there's the scarcity around PlayStation 5, especially, right? Because of the demand, right? So, and why there's still that secondary market where they're going on eBay or Mercari or local for over 1,000 in most cases, right? Again, if you're still trying to get your hand on one, Wario 64, right? There's a bunch of bundles. Everybody seems to be doing bundles. GameStop was doing one on site. I'm trying to say Costco, Sam's Club had bundles, right? GameStop, when they had it online, it was a bundle. Ants Online, it's a bundle, right? The ones where you can get just the system itself. Amazon went live last week, Thursday or Friday, I believe, overnight. 3 in the morning our time, but midnight for like the West Coasters Pacific time. And then PlayStation Direct, they seem to go live every day. It really does seem to be the queue system. And even though they're trying their best to beat bots out, there's still people either just sitting there refreshing or what. I mean, I literally got in. We're still trying to get for some of our family members. I literally got into the queue where it popped up 30 minutes, then it went to over an hour. And I was in the queue for maybe 30 minutes, and they put the little banner that said they were sold out for the day. And this was like immediately from getting one of the notifications from the many places like Wario 64, IGN deals, and everything like that. So I just don't understand it. There's got to be a better way by next gen or the next scarcity, issues and everything like that. There's got to be a better way than to play victim to bots. And again, in my personal opinion, right, I think that these are going to be readily available mid-January, right? You're going to be able to pop into a Walmart, which, by the way, people are saying like every other day, Walmart it gets a couple, right? So some people have been successful early in the morning when they open up, just lining up. They'll come out, hey, you're here for the PS5. Yeah, we only got 5 today. First 5 people, get them and everything like that. So if you got connections with Walmart, you're still trying to get one. If not, just tell Bobby, Jimmy, or whatever, hold off to the new year. Get them an IOU. Get them some great games that are out on sale and everything like that for PS4, Nintendo Switch, or the Xbox One X, right? Get them some games from that and just hold them over, because these things are going to be readily available. I personally am just keeping and staying with one PS5 because I feel by this time next year, there's going to be a PS5 Slim of some sort, right? Or work out some of these kinks as well that they're having with PlayStation. With that said, guys, like I said, wanted to keep it short this week, under 10 minutes, right? Like and subscribe to the channel. This is episode 36. Stay tuned next week for episode 37, right? And the holidays, happy holidays to everyone. Again, like and subscribe, guys. Thanks. Peace.